development all about. Okay, see, in entrepreneurship development, what is done actually, there are different institutes which are established with a motive of developing more and more entrepreneurs, or how more and more individuals can be motivated to have entrepreneurship as their career. Okay, when we go through it, okay, nowadays, okay, government has also taken some of the initiation related to this and has launched some of the schemes which will be favoring some of the individuals, okay, or will be motivating, encouraging the individuals to have entrepreneurship as their career option. Okay, so with this, let's start Startup India. Let's go through it. What is Startup India and all? Okay, Startup India. What is Startup India? Startup India is an initiative of the government of India. Yes, the campaign was first announced by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his 15th August 2015 address from the Red Fort in New Delhi. Okay, see, Startup India. What is Startup India? Yes, it is an initiative taken by Government of India. Okay, it is an initiative taken by Government of India. Okay, now who has introduced this or who has announced this? Yes, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he has announced this Startup India initiative. Okay, when he has announced, yes, he announced his this initiative in his 15 August 2015 address, okay, which was done from Red Fort in New Delhi. Okay, the action plan of this initiative is focusing on three areas. Yes, see, whenever we think about Startup India scheme, okay, Startup India scheme, why it is done, what is its motive? Okay, see, startup means some initiation. Okay, startup means some initiation. Okay, whenever we consider this initiation, why this initiation is done? Yes, the individuals, they think that they should be doing something different. So here, through this initiative itself, okay, government thought that, okay, we should be doing something. Okay, there should be some contribution towards yes, towards the dream of such individuals. Yes, the person, if he is funded properly, if he is given some of the backup encouragement, surely it will help him to, yes, to establish an enterprise, okay, which will surely eradicate major problems which our country is facing. Is it? So, whenever we consider Startup India, there is an action plan for this initiative, okay, which is focusing on three areas. Okay, let's see what are the three areas in which, okay, this initiative is planned for. Yes, the first area is simplification and hand holding. Okay, simplification and hand holding, what is this? Yes, simplification means simple thing. Okay, simplification here means simple thing. And what is hand holding then? Okay, what is hand holding? Okay, see, which is can be done single handedly, something, okay, which can be done single handedly. Okay, so simplification and hand holding, this is the first area. Then funding, support and incentives. Okay, see, whenever you do establish a business, okay, maybe a small business, okay, maybe a small or tiny business, whenever you initiate such type of business, what happens? See, you are in need of capital, right? Okay, so whenever we consider the factors of production, yes, surely, unless until you do have capital, you can't hire other resources, right? Okay, if you are not able to collect the capital, surely you will not be able to generate, or you will not be able to initiate your business. Okay, if you need to establish your business, if you need to run it successfully, Yes, you are in need of funds, right? Okay, so from where you will be getting funds? See, okay, at the initial stage when you are the first generation entrepreneur, or you don't have entrepreneurial family background, okay, at this time usually what happens? Okay, yes, if you don't have savings, okay, what is the source of capital when you are a sole proprietor, or when you single-handedly you do start your business? Yes, what is the source of capital? Yes, you do borrow it from somewhere. Okay, maybe from some of the financial institutes. Yes, or you can borrow from your friend's family. Is it right? Or you can utilize your savings, right? Okay, these are few options, right? These are the few options through which you can have the source of capital. But okay, when we consider our savings, okay, if it is initial stage, how much saving you will be having? Or you will be having no savings, right? Okay, and the second thing, in the second thing, what happens? See, if you approach any financial institutes for funding, okay, if you do approach some of the financial institute for funding purpose, okay, yes, as there, if you seek funding, then you are required to show evidence of respectability, or you're required to provide some security or something for mortgage against which they can offer you loan. Is it? Now, if you don't have mortgage, if you don't have strong security, then yes, surely, okay, whatsoever security you do provide, okay, that much itself you will be getting the funds, okay, and maybe that might not be sufficient, okay, maybe that not be sufficient for you, right? Okay, so to initiate a business, you are in need of funds, right? You are in need of funds. So such type of funding support and incentive, such type of funding support and incentive, it is also, yes, it is also provided by this initiation, that is Startup India. Okay, then industry, academia, partnership and incubation. Okay, see, there can be a tie-up between industry and academia and industry means what? Yes, some of the educational institutes, they can establish tie-up with industries. Why? What will happen due to this? Yes, surely, if some of the industries, they do tie up with academy, okay, see, industries, they are in need of fresh plans, is it? And they are in need of employees and all those things, right? Whenever they go on expanding, they are in need of additional staff. And if some of the institutes, educational institutes, if they provide their graduates, or if they provide their pass out students, is it, to them, surely what will happen? Yes, it will be helpful for both of them. Both of them will be benefited to this. So nowadays, institutes, they are establishing incubations, okay, in which, yes, the new ideas are entertained, as well as, okay, due to this tie-up, both the institute as well as the industry, both of them, they are benefited. So the very objective of the Startup India scheme was to build a strong ecosystem for promoting innovation and startup in the country. Okay, see, why startup? What is the aim of startup, or why startup is important? Okay, when we consider startup, startup means what? Okay, you start with an idea, okay, a different idea which is innovative, which Dover has, yes, Dover has initiated such type of uh, such type of idea. Okay, if you do have some innovative idea, different idea, yes, you can register with startup. Yes, your idea should not be copied by anyone. Your idea should be so-called unique ones, okay, in which work is never done. Okay, and if you do have such type of ideas, that the government is ready to fund you, okay, or provide you with the necessary resources which you do require. Okay, so the objective of Startup India was to build a strong ecosystem for promoting innovation and startup. Okay, so that more and more people, they will do innovation and they can start something which is different, and also um, it will help us to build a entrepreneurial culture into our country. Okay, because many of the thinkers, they have said that, readily said that, okay, if the entrepreneurship is strong into the country, surely it will result towards economic development. Okay, so considering this itself, a initiative is taken by government in which, okay, three areas are considered. First one is simplification and handholding, second is funding, support and incentives, and third one is industry academia partnership and incubation. Okay, then eligibility criteria for startup recognition. Okay, if uh, a person, an individual, wants to register himself with startup, or he has certain innovative idea, okay, then what he's supposed to do, or what is the eligibility, what are the norms which he is supposed to fulfill, okay, unless until which he will never be able to establish startup. Startup should be incorporated as a private limited company or registered as a partnership firm or a limited liability partnership. Yes, see, startup should be incorporated or initiated as a private limited company or registered as a partnership firm or a limited liability partnership. Okay, one of the three criterias which are given. Okay, your startup should be incorporated under one of these three. Yes, then turnover should be less than, yes, 100 crores. Okay, Indian rupees. INR stands for Indian rupees. Okay, in any of the previous financial years. See, your turnover should not be more than 100 crores. So it should be less than 100 crores. See, if you want to recognize your business as a startup, surely first of all you should be having something which is innovative, which is different, which is new, okay, which is not imitated to someone's idea, okay, which is having distinctive features. Okay, with this, yes, you should be incorporating a private limited company or register as a partnership firm or a limited liability partnership. And next thing is, yes, your turnover, it should be less than 100 crores Indian rupees in any of the previous financial year. Okay, if you fulfill this criteria, if you do fulfill your criteria, surely you can run your startup. Okay, what is the eligibility criteria? Yes, first is that, yes, you should be incorporating your business maybe as a private limited or registered as a partnership firm or a limited liability partnership. Okay, and the second thing is, yes, your turnover should be less than 100 crores Indian national rupees. Okay, if you fulfill this criteria, surely you can run your startup efficiently. Then what are the benefits? Yes, what are the benefits of Startup India scheme? Let's see. Okay, does this scheme has certain benefits or whether it fits the purpose of economic development. Okay, let's see this. First is ease of work. Yes, it is quite easier to work. Okay, it does results into easiness of work. Okay, ease of work here means that yes, surely you can have your simple idea registered with the startup. Okay, but it should be innovative. See, many of the time we do some creative work. Okay, many of the time we do some of the creative works is done by us, right? Okay, but what happens, we are not able to recognize it as a creative. Okay, see, there are many cultures or many arts prevailing into rural areas which are not registered actually. Okay, there are many arts in rural areas, okay, which are not registered. Or many of the people, they do some creative things. Okay, they do some creative things. Okay, or they do manufacture some of the things by using their skills. Okay, but as they don't have any idea related to this, they have not registered their startups or their initiatives. Okay, so due to this scheme, it is quite easier to have such type of work. Then finance support. Okay, yes, as previously said, unless until you do have good amount of finance, good amount of funds, you can't operate in a good manner. Is it? If you think that you should be yes, if you think that you should be operating in a good manner, okay, if you think that you should, yes, you should always be um, having adequate finance. Okay, see, if you register your idea with startup, surely they provide you financial support. Okay, because unless until you do have finance or funds, you can't run your idea in a successful manner. Or somewhere the funds will fall inadequate and you will not be able to explore in that way. Is it? So if you think that you should be having financial support, okay, you can register your different idea, innovative idea with the scheme. Okay, then government support. Government support, what it means? Okay, government support means, yes, see, funding and all those things, other things. Okay, support related to permissions and all. Okay, all type of support whichever you need from the authority, that is government. Okay, it is also provided readily under Startup India. Okay, then networking opportunities. See, as you have registered with startup, it will be quite easier for you to recognize your project, to recognize your company also. Okay, it will be quite easier for you to establish your contacts. Okay, because of startup itself, because yes, somewhere, yes, the government support is attached towards your idea, towards your business, right? Okay, so these are the few benefits of Startup India. Okay, in which yes, the work can be easily done. Then the financial support is offered to all those entrepreneurs who do have some innovative and different idea, who want to do something different or place something which is different. And government also supports, because there are many formalities which can't be completed due to some of the permissions. Okay, in that respect, such type of government support is also offered. Then networking opportunities. Okay, when it is considered networking opportunities, yes, the business networks which you do need. Okay, the business network which you do need, so as to have effective expansion of the business and effective contacts. Okay, all those things they are done, okay, through Startup India. So these are the few benefits of Startup India scheme. Then the another part or the another initiation related to entrepreneurship, Stand Up India scheme. Okay, Stand Up India scheme, what is this? Okay, stand up means what? Okay, yes, all those help, okay, all those help, all those assistance which is given so that a person can effectively stand, okay, effectively stand in the sense, okay, independently they can work, okay. In this respect, what is Stand Up India? Stand Up India schemes facilitates bank loans between 10 lakh and 1 crore to at least one scheduled caste or scheduled tribe borrower and at least one woman per bank branch for setting up a greenfield enterprise. Okay, this enterprise may be in manufacturing, services, or the trading sector. In case of non-individual enterprises, at least 51% of the shareholding and controlling stakeholder should be held by either an SC or ST or women entrepreneur. Okay, see what is Stand Up India scheme. Stand Up India scheme, here bank loans are provided. Okay, see, if you want to successfully run your enterprise, if you want to successfully run the business, okay, what you are in need of, you are in need of, yes, finance, right? Now where do we approach for finance? Yes, surely the financial institution, that too banks. Okay, now in Stand Up India, what is done? Okay, bank loans, they are facilitated between 10 lakhs and 1 crore rupees to at least one scheduled caste, okay, or scheduled tribe person, okay, one women per branch, okay, for setting up a greenfield enterprise. Okay, the enterprise might be related to manufacturing, services, or trading sector. Is it? Then, in case of non-individual enterprise, at least 51% of the shareholding and controlling stake should be held by either an ST or SC women entrepreneur. Okay, so these are the terms and conditions, okay, through which the Stand Up India scheme is offered, okay, in which, yes, help is given to the individuals, okay, who are deprived. Okay, these people, they are offered with, yes, bank loans with the financial assistance so that it will be easier for them. It will be easier for them to stand up on their feet. Okay, then eligibility, yes, who can apply for such type of Stand Up India scheme? Yes, SC, ST and or women entrepreneurs above 18 years of age. Yes, if you want to appear for the Stand Up India scheme, or if you want to register yourself for the Startup India scheme, Stand Up India scheme, yes, either you might be belonging from SC, ST community, or you might be women entrepreneur. Okay, you should be attaining 18 years of age, that is major age, okay, which is treated to be as sound minded. Okay, if you fulfill this first criteria, yes, you can apply for this. Okay, then loans under the scheme is available for only greenfield project. Greenfield signifies in this context the first time venture of the beneficiary in the manufacturing or services or trading sector. Okay, greenfield means what? Yes, first time you have initiated such type of business, or yes, you are the first to initiate. Okay, no another person has initiated such type of thing. Okay, for these people, such type of Stand Up India scheme is offered, in which bank loans are facilitated. Okay, then in case of non-individual enterprises, 51% of the shareholding and controlling stakes should be held by either SC, ST and or women entrepreneur. C, 50%, that is holding of the holding of that enterprise. It should be, yes, it should be given to SC, ST candidates or women entrepreneurs. Okay, it is quite compulsory. Then borrower should not be in default to any bank or financial institution. Okay, see, the borrower of the loan should not be having loans from other banks, or pre-held loans should not be there. Okay, so if you fulfill these conditions, surely you can apply or register yourself with the Stand-up India scheme. So whenever we consider both Startup India and Stand-up India, is it? Yes, it is an initiation for entrepreneurship development, because yes, entrepreneurship is the backbone of any country's economic growth and development. Okay, if you think that the entrepreneurship should be strong in the country, surely what you should be doing is you should keep or you should always be taking initiation related to making entrepreneurship as a strength of the, yes, strength of the country. Okay, so in respect to this, if you do have any innovative scheme, innovative skill, and through that if you can generate some products, okay, then surely you can register with Stand-up India. Yes, the government will readily fund you with the funds. Then another thing, Startup India. Okay, in Startup India, what is done? Yes, women entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs and those who are falling in the SC/ST community, they can apply for this. Okay, they should be completing 18 years of age, and they should not be having pre-borrowed loan. Okay, and 51% of the shareholding should be with these three people or any of these three people. Okay, so why this initiation is done? Yes, this initiation is done so that both yes, the entrepreneurship will be strong, as well as it will be quite helpful for those people who are needy, okay, and who do have some skills, some artisans into them, but due to lack of funds and finance, okay, what happens many of the time these people, they are not able to, yes, they are not able to put up their ideas in front of the public. Okay, so for these people such type of scheme is offered, and through this entrepreneurship development it can be achieved. Okay, so with this we do conclude today's lecture. Thank you.